Okay, it's been 12 years since we founded the Quad. Looking back at it, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, clarity of, hey, this is what we want to do. That we had in abundance, so that carried us. Our first class was on the 19th of September 2011. We started that quarter with 2 coaches, that's just me and Arvind, and with 90 students. Today we have a team of 40 and we work with over 1,000 students. I know for a lot of people 40 seems like a smallish number, but yeah, for us 40 people, 1,000 students in the community is nuts. Fascinating again. Over the last few years, we've taken time to understand this evolution. Who are we? What are we good at? Why do we exist? What is the point of, the Quad being there? Every passing year, we've realized, oh, we're actually for beginners, not as a basic, don't know anything kind of a term, but people who've never thought, hey, you know what? I can do this fitness thing beyond yoga or walking, because fitness is for everybody and we want to make it accessible. We want to make all of this more accessible to everybody. A lot of people may not relate to this sentiment because you look at a lot of our students lifting a lot of weights, moving beautifully like athletes. But the stuff that you don't know, the part that you haven't seen, is that most of these students, if not all, started with us as beginners. And when we go back and look at all this and collate all the data, what we realize is that we have a system, we've created a system that is perfect for beginners. We know exactly what their concerns are. We know exactly what their issues are. We know what they struggle with. And we've created a process, a system which is rich in technique and knowledge, but also rich in patience, understanding and kindness. So we're able to take someone who's had no experience whatsoever and get them to a point where you don't believe that they used to be beginners at some point. Strength is strength. We all use strength every day, and most of us are beginners to strength training because we've just not done it in school or had any form of education related to it. So we want to change that. We want to make this accessible to beginners so that they're not beginners anymore. Right, so on our 12th year anniversary, I have 2 things to say. The first one was and always will be a big thank you to our community. Without them, we're not here. The second thing I want to say is that now that we've had this realization, we're on a mission. So with this realization that, we are for beginners and that strength training is for everybody, that's the message we want to change in everyone's heads, everyone's mindset. So what's coming up next? Well, growth. Our mission is to work with as many beginners as possible and make them look, feel, and function better.